Hi guys, welcome to the another video of Excel tutorial. Today we are going to discuss what is Kraljic Matrix, how you can use it in order to classify your spend category and so that you can create relevant strategy for the procurement. Here we are going to discuss how you can create Kraljic Matrix by using the Excel. You can also create a recommendation framework as well for your each category, that what kind of quadrant it belongs to, what is the primary strategy, how you should approach the supplier, what should be the contract type, and what are the key action you need to take. So before going into the Excel, let us talk about the concept. So Kraljic Matrix is a strategic portfolio management for procurement. It empowers you to stop treating all suppliers as the same, and it uses 2x2 matrix framework to transform your procurement strategy. Let's know in some more detail. So what is the problem with the traditional procurement? The first one is one size fits all. So if you are not classifying your spend categories, you are going to take the same strategy across all kind of suppliers, which means the same strategy for the office space and the critical component. So you are using your energy on the less important thing as well. So you are spending your energy on the less critical thing, which you may not require. The second thing is time wasting. So the 80% of effort is spent on the 20% of spend value. So there are many procurement categories which are of very low impact on your operation or on your production. So you don't want to focus more on that. You want to negotiate more on the critical part. So if you're not going to classify, then you will stuck spending more effort on the less impact value. The third is the hidden risk. So the key supplier or the bottleneck supplier need to be managed separately, and you need to manage the risk as well, either by the diversification or by strengthening the partnership, which traditional procurement strategy generally don't cover. Another one is miss saving. So no cost leverage where competition exists. If you're playing with the volume and you have higher competition across supplier, you are not going to take the cost lever. But there are certain procurement strategy in which you can actually do. So we need a strategic framework to differentiate our approach. So what is the Kraljic Matrix solution? So this Kraljic Matrix was introduced by Peter Kraljic, and it is a #1 framework for strategic procurement. Right now, many of the reputed companies use this framework and they create 4 strategic quadrant with different sourcing. So this Kraljic Matrix basically use 2 parameters. One is supply risk, another is profit impact. So the supply risk is how difficult it is to secure the supplier. So the supply risk is, which is generally at y-axis, it measures how difficult it is to secure the supplier. And how does it happen? And how does it calculate it? It calculated by measuring the supplier availability, market complexity, and substitution difficulty. While on the x-axis, it measures the profit impact. And how it happens? They check that how much does this matter financially. You measure it by checking the spend volume, cost impact of profit and loss, and business criticality. So after having these factors into the consideration, you create a 2x2 matrix in which you create 4 quadrants. One is the bottleneck, which is high risk and low impact. You need to secure supply here. The strategic one, it has high risk and high impact. You need to build partnership here. There are some non-critical procurements which are of low risk and low impact. You just build some efficiency over there. And then the leverage, where you have low risk but high impact, and you can do certain cost optimization. So we will be talking about each of these in detail going further. So let us talk about the strategic categories first. This category consists of high supply risk and high profit impact. So what are the characteristics? The characteristic of the strategic category is it has limited supplier which are difficult to switch. There are various categories like rare earth minerals, where are very limited suppliers and you cannot secure the supply easily, correct? They have high financial impact on the business and they are critical to the product quality or operation. The strategy in these kind of supplier should be, you need to build long-term partnership, at least 3 to 5 years. Then you need to be also involved in joint development and innovation. You also check the supplier performance monitoring and then the risk sharing agreement as well. Because supplier is quite niche, so there are agreements in which supplier asks that if there is any risk in supply, then we all need to share. If you talk about the example, it's like critical components, key technology platform, which are the softwares like SAP and all, proprietary raw materials, and the strategic service. So if any of a supplier is falling under strategic category, you need to build a strong relationship. Then another category is leverage category. Leverage categories consist of low supplier risk and high profit impact. What are the characteristics? If your category has many suppliers available, you have high spend volume so that you can negotiate more, and the type of product is quite standardized. Okay, so there is no specialization and there is no customization available, and quite regular kind of product which is usually being sold in same shape and form. The strategy you should have in this kind of procurement is you should be doing competitive bidding or the tenders, because it has the high spend volume. You can do the volume consolidation for better prices so that you can negotiate more. You can also do price benchmarking and market analysis, and the contract should be of a smaller term because supply risk is low, so you can renew your contract fast to get a better price. What could be the example? The standard IT hardware like computer, laptops, the packaging materials, commodities with deep markets, and office furniture. So in this kind of category, you need to use your negotiating power because supply is easily available. You can negotiate better. The third thing is bottleneck category, which consists of high supply risk and low profit impact. The characteristics are, it is hard to find alternate suppliers, a small spend but high inconvenience if disrupted. And these are specialized or niche items. Then what should be your strategy? You should ensure your supply continuity at all costs because they are critical for your operation. Although the spend is less, but if they are not available, you cannot produce or you cannot generate any production. So you need to identify and qualify the backup supplier. So you always have the diversification in these kind of cases. You also need to maintain a buffer or a higher safety stock, and you also need to be in a situation whenever there is a risk or whenever there is a shortage, you should be able to accept price premium for the availability because you cannot deny it just because of high premium cost and you cannot stop your production line. So what could be the examples? Like specialized spare parts, niche service, region specific material, and technical components. So in these kind of category, you need to secure the continuity at all costs. The fourth one is non-critical categories in which you have low supply risk and low profit impact. What are the characteristics? It is readily available for many suppliers, low individual value, and high transactional volume, just like an admin burden. So what should be the strategy? The first and foremost is you need to standardize the specification. Let's say you are finalizing the markers and you have specified that you will be having only two types of markers, black and blue. It is just an example. It can be applied to other categories as well. Then you need to automate ordering. The thing is, it is so less value item, then you need not to set any procurement specialist to do the negotiation, these kind of, even you are going to get a discount of 20%, 30%, it is not going to make any significant impact on your spend or on your P&L. You need to consolidate to fewer suppliers so that you can secure the supply because it is easily available. There is no supply risk, and there should be some framework agreement for the simplicity. Like just like whenever I'm going to buy, I will be buying one truck of it or a particular category. So there is no complexity, no complex rules and regulations because these are very low supply risk and low profit items. The examples could be office stationery, cleaning supplies, standard MRO items, and basic utilities. So in these kind of category, you need to automate and simplify your procurement process so that you can put your energy more into the item which are actually critical. So how to implement Kraljic Matrix? So we are using an Excel for it. You can get a link of this presentation and the Excel in the description. You can check it out. Let me move forward. So first you need to gather data. You need to collect 12 months of spend by category and identify supplier and contact details. After that, you need to score the categories. So there are certain factors which we are going to use in our Excel. I will show it to you over there. You need to rate each of the categories for the supply risk and for the profit impact. Then you need to create a scatter plot diagram or a 2x2 matrix diagram and position each of your categories and just check whether they are falling. Are they falling on the non-critical, leverage, bottleneck, or the critical item? Then after you have identified that which category is belong to which quadrant, you need to apply the strategy and you need to assign appropriate sourcing approach and develop action plan for per quadrant. So just for the start, you can start with 15 to 25 top level categories and you can subdivide it later. But I will show you in the Excel how you can do it. So before moving to Excel, I'm just telling you that why Kraljic Matrix works. First of all, it has a strategic focus. You spend 80% of your effort where it creates 80% of value. You also do the cost saving, 3 to 5% of procurement saving through the targeted strategy, and it is bare minimum. The third is risk reduction because you identify and mitigate supply vulnerabilities proactively. There will be efficiency gain because you automate low value categories and free up the team capacities. And it is a data driven approach. So objective criteria replaced gut feel decision making. And the last one is stakeholder alignment. So it's a common language between the procurement, finance, and the operation. So everyone is aligned what you are doing and they have the full visibility why it has happened. Just to add that Fortune 500 companies, 90% of them use these kind of framework in order to categorize their procurement spend. So let us move to the Excel and we will see that how we can model the Kraljic Matrix in an Excel and how we can create an action plan. So here we are on the Excel. So here we are going to check that how to record the data first and then how to do the scoring and then how to create this kind of scatter plot. Okay. So let's move to the first tab. This is the introduction tab where we are just showing that, okay, these are the 4 quadrants and what each quadrant mean, which we have discussed already. Moving to the category data. So first of all, you need to create the data in this form. where you will be having your category names, your category type, and your annual spend, and the category ID. You can give any number or any identification number to each of your categories. So start with this, like cloud service, it belongs to IT. So there are other things like IT service, which also belongs to IT category type. And you can write down most of your categories which you want to classify and want a different and specialized action plan. After having the annual spend against each category, you need to identify that in terms of percentage, how much each category is contributing. Okay, which is this much, which is very easy calculation. You can do it like this. And then how many number of suppliers are there in each category, and what is the contribution of the top supplier in that particular category. So let's say you might be having one large supplier is contributing more to this annual. It is important to identify the risk. So we will check that how we are using it in the coming tab. You can also provide, if you want, what is the category owner and what is the status. It's just for the record purpose. Now come to the scoring matrix. So we will take all of our category ID and category names here in this tab. And now we need to rate each of our category by the risk score and the impact score. So how the risk score is being calculated, if I tell you. So the risk score is being calculated by 4 factors. One is supplier availability, market complexity, substitution risk, and the delivery risk. The same way, impact is being calculated by the 4 factors like spend volume, cost impact, quality impact, and the business criticality. So you need to rate each of these categories from 1 to 5, where greater than 3 means it is high, less than 3 means it is low. So once you able to populate all of these against each of the category, you will be having the risk score, which is the average of these 4, and the impact score, which is average of these 4. After doing this, we can create a Kraljic positioning tab. So what we are doing, we again write down all the categories and the cloud service and the categories name here. And we have taken the risk score from the previous tab as well the impact score. So now in this particular tab, what we are doing, we are writing a formula wherever you have risk score is greater than 3 and your impact score is also greater than 3, it will be strategic, else it will be bottleneck. And if your impact score is greater than 3, then it is leverage, or else it will be non-critical. Okay, so here you can see that your risk score is 3.8 and your impact score is 4.5. It falls under the strategic quadrant. Here we are fetching the annual spend from the previous tab, and here again we have a rule for the priority, that whether it is a critical, medium, low, and high. So for all the strategic spends are critical, all the leverage are medium, all the non-critical are of low priority, and all the bottlenecks are of high priority. Okay, you can again for the record purpose have the owner name here. Then you just need not to do anything. You just need to select all of these and create a scatter plot. Here you can see in the scatter plot, here this is the baseline and this is the baseline. Okay, so you have 4 different categories. You can easily classify them. Okay, so this is the high impact and high supply risk, which is your strategic. This is your leverage. This is your non-critical, and these are your bottleneck. And you can have a name of these data points as well, so you can easily classify and identify and visually see that how the cluster is being formed for each kind of categories. Now move to the strategy recommendation. So we again fetch the category ID, category name, which quadrant they belongs to from the previous tab. And then we have some formula overwritten here that if you are falling under the strategic quadrant, the primary strategy should be your partnership and collaboration. Your supply approach should be 1 to 3 strategic partners, and the contract should be of long term, and the action should be like you need to do joint development, risk sharing, and supply monitoring. It is useful whenever you have high list of supplier, and when your team is going to make some contract or they are trying to negotiate, they just want to see that which category these items belongs to and what should be our approach in order to proceed for a contract or a negotiation. You can also create a dashboard in which you can identify that what is the total annual spend, and by each category how much you have spent, and what is each category is contributing to the portfolio. So this is how you can create the Kraljic matrix by using Excel and drive your procurement strategy easily. You will find this Excel sheet and the presentation at a very minimal price in the description. Do check out, and if you want us to cover more Excel tutorials, please let us know. We will be happy to create it. Till then, thanks for watching.